Today, YouTube, it's your boy, that lazy ass security guy, coming at you guys with another banger, man. So, I know I showed you guys kind of what these firearms, with these BB guns, pellet guns, and they could do at about a 10-foot range. But now, I came out here to one of my friends' land and one of his properties, and we are gonna test them out at a longer distance to see. So we have the Gamo P27 pistol again, the pellet pistol. We have the XBG, the Uramix XBG BB gun. Then we have my FMK NC1G2 9mm, and I'm just using these steel case, whatchamacallit, 9mm rounds, cartridges for the BB and pellet gun, the BBs, Crossman Copperhead, and then Crossman pellets. Okay, so I got my target set up. I will say it is very, very windy out here. Extremely windy. So as far as accuracy, I don't know how well it's going to perform, but these are more so realistic conditions, you know, if you're outside and have to use it, you know, for self-defense. And I will say for self-defense, being home use, because if you are working private security, fugitive recovery, law enforcement, you know, whatever, you cannot use a pellet gun or a BB gun while on duty if you're in Texas. I don't know about any other state, I'm talking about for Texas. That's why you need to go like a non-lethal, such as a burner or a savory pepper ball blaster like I have. So this is only for home defense, self-defense, and for whatever reason you can't have a firearm, or legally you're not allowed to have a firearm, or they're just too expensive, whatever the case may be. So this is particularly just for home defense. If you are a law enforcement officer, security guard, security officer, fugitive recovery, whatever, go about it the right way and get yourself a burner or a projectile blaster. But without further ado, we're gonna start with the pellet gun and BB gun on this target, and then we'll use the 9mm handgun for the other targets. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'll open up the BB gun. I do not have the magazine for the BB gun. I guess when I was doing the testing yesterday, I forgot to put it back in here. So unfortunately, we can't do the BB gun test, which is kind of what I was looking forward to because it performed so well yesterday. But we can do the pellet gun. I'm gonna use the same CO2 from yesterday, so we can see how it performs. Since it's been slowly leaking out, I'm not assuming that it lost a lot of CO2, but we'll see if it still fires and if it still does a lot of damage with some of the CO2 out of the canister. And then I'll put a new canister in and we'll test the new canister, and see the damage from that too. So again, like yesterday, we're about 10 feet away. I have my little rocket marker to mark 10 feet. So we're gonna see how it performs 10 feet away in real conditions with the wind. As you can see, my target is moving a lot with the wind blowing and with the wind resistance. I am going to pull my hammer back because now I'm looking at this as in a real life self-defense mode. So I'm going to aim for the top left target. Same thing on the bullseye. Again, I am shooting with one hand because I do have the phone in my other hand. So we're going to see how good this comes out. So I did see CO2 coming out of the gun. I fired all 8 shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 shots went through the cardboard. So perforation, it did go through. I will say this is not as thick as the cardboard from the Amazon box. So, I mean, it did go through the cardboard all the way through. So, like I said yesterday, according to Google, testing with human skin, if it can go through cardboard, it can break human skin. So, it did perform the test, even with a depleted CO2 cartridge. Now I'm going to put the phone down, and I'm going to do my accuracy test with shooting with both hands as I would. But I'm not gonna show you guys that. I'm just show you the after effect. Okay, so I fired out 8 rounds again, but I did add something else to it. I did have a water bottle in my car, so I actually taped the water bottle to the back of the board to see if it made it through the cardboard target and the water bottle. So let's check out the damage. So again, I was aiming for the middle of the target, for the bullseye, and wow, this one was way off. And I was shooting with both hands, so it looks like it's off. Kind of the same result from shooting with one hand, so it's off. Slight left and a little bit high. But if you were shooting this at a real person, at least it would be on track to hit them. Not as precise as you would like, but it will be on track. And I will say also that this is with the depleted CO2 cartridge. I don't know how much gas is left in it, but it's not a full cartridge, which is realistic. You know, you're not going to be changing the cartridge out every single day, especially, you know, if it's something that's unpredictable, someone busts into your house and you go for your gun, you're not going to have time to, you know, change out the cartridge, you know, twist it up, blah, blah, blah. So this is more so like a last minute type scenario type of thing. But let's see how much damage it caused. I see at least they all went through the cardboard, so that's good. With multiple rounds taken out of the gun and with the depleted CO2. Now let's see if it went through the back of the bottle. I don't see any holes on the backhand side of this water bottle. No holes in the front side either. And it was, all the shots did go through the board. They did hit the bottle, but it seems like they just hit the bottle and fell straight down. So they did not go through the water bottle. So take that into account as well when you are thinking about this firearm. Now I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna do the same test. I'm just gonna move the water bottle to the back side of this target here, where there's no damage taken, and I'm gonna put a new CO2 cartridge in, and we'll see if it's the same results with the new CO2, or is it because it just has a lack of power. So let's check it out. Let's see, and hopefully we have some better results. So just so y'all can see how much gas is actually left in the cartridge. Not a lot. A little to nothing. Okay, so we're again at 10 feet. I have the new CO2 cartridge in here. Everything is loaded up. 8 shots. Aiming for I'm gonna pull the hammer back for the most accuracy and most power. And I'm gonna aim again for the bullseye on the right hand side. Shoot him at one hand again, and then I'm gonna come back again and shoot it with with both hands, as you know, as you should. And I'm gonna show you the results from both of those. So here we go. Seven, 8. Check out the damage. So all 8 shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe one of those is, I think that's a double hit, same spot. Still, a little bit left. So the first test with little to no CO2, it was left in high. With the full cartridge, it just shoots a little bit left. Groupings, they're a little off. But again, shooting with one hand. But it could just be the gun as well. Or my shot. I'm not the perfect shot. So could be all three. But they did go through the cardboard. It did not go through the water bottle. Again, so a little disappointing if you're looking at this for some self-defense. It's definitely not going to go through any clothes. May break their skin. May just bounce off. So if I was going to use this for self-defense, I would go straight for the face. Hopefully hit some in the eye, nose, something like that. But definitely wouldn't go for any body shots because it's not going to do anything. Here we go. Again, double-handed shooting from 10 feet away. A little bit better. Still left off center. But this is pretty much all of the shots right here. So a little bit better. Not great, but not too bad. I will say as far as the groupings, they're all pretty, even on the low cartridge, even on the low CO2, they were all pretty much still close together. So not bad, pretty tight. Just a little bit left, some of them a little bit high. But what I can tell from both tests is that this pellet gun does shoot left. Well, like I said, it could just be my shot. I'm not the perfect shot. So to each his own, take that with a grain of salt. Or if you can buy the firearm yourself, test it out yourself. Again, still nothing went through the water bottle. Everything just bounced off. Now, for the middle one, I'm going to do 30 feet away. I'm not even going to try the water bottle because I know it's not going to go through, so I'm going to just shoot at the target 30 feet away, see the groupings, and see if they all hit. Alright, so now we are 30 feet away. Now, I know I said it before, but it is extremely windy out here, so that could also be why this pellet gun is shooting left. Because that's actually the way that the wind is blowing. So it could be the wind that's making it shoot left a little bit. But these are ideal conditions. You may be outside. You never know. So I think this is a better opportunity to test the firearm, to see if, how it performs under different conditions versus, you being inside your home with little to no wind, no resistance. So with that being said, with it shooting left, and it's as windy as it is out here, I think it's performing pretty well. Once again, pull the hammer back for the most accuracy and power. I am going to aim for the middle target. Again, aiming for the bullseye. It is hitting the target, I hear it. Oh, wow. They are all over the place. The farthest one is way left. Way over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one didn't. Yeah. 7 didn't even go through. It just bounced off. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They all made it to the board, but one of them just hit the board and bounced off. Way different viewing groupings, as you can see. They're all over the place. So 30 feet away, outside, I wouldn't count on it. 10 feet away, you should be pretty spot on. 30 feet, yeah, different story. Now let me try one with both hands with the trigger. Okay, so we were at 30 feet away with the hammer pulled back. Let's see the damage. Now when I shot from 30 feet away, I did circle all 8 holes, just so I would be counting the new shots. So this was essentially 24 shots, because I know we shot all of these with the depleted canister. So this is 16 with a new canister, 24, so this is 32 shots out of one canister, one CO2 canister. Because we did 2 tests here and then the second test here. So groupings way off from 30 feet away. You got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, way low. So essentially, if we were shooting at a person from 30 feet away, typically, if you were aiming for their head, you would have had 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 shots out of the 16. If this is all you got, make the most of it, but I wouldn't rely too much on it. It is good, like I say, from 10 feet in these outdoor conditions, but for self-defense, anything farther than that, you do have the chance of missing your target, like your assailant or whoever's coming into your home. Now, I am going to end that video right there. I was gonna shoot with the red dot laser that I have on it, but it's daytime, so you can't really see the laser with that laser. So really no point in testing that out. So I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope you made a solid decision. And sorry I couldn't bring the BB gun out today, but at least y'all saw the BB gun yesterday from 10 feet away. Y'all just couldn't see it today, of course, but hopefully that helps a little bit. So if you're looking to this gun, it's nice to have. It looks like a firearm, but as far as today and my results, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. I think that's fair for what it is. It is powerful. It will go through cardboard, which means it will break skin. It will hurt. But I would use it if you're in close quarters. 10 feet away is still a lot of distance. So don't think that 10 feet away is right in front of you. I know the camera may make it seem like it's closer than what it is, but 10 feet away is a good amount of space for you to pull you off your firearm and fire some shots, and for the assailant to run away or stop attacking you, or whatever the case may be. 30 feet away is way more than enough distance than you need. 30 feet away, you can get on the phone, call police before he starts charging at you, or whatever the case may be. 10 feet, that's more so he's already coming at you. It's go time. You got to pull it out and do what you got to do. So I hope this helps. As always, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, that lazy security guy. Until next time, deuces.